Welcome back, everybody. Sam's Army International Break Match Week 7. We're doing both today. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to start with Around the World, where we will hit the USMNT the week that was. We'll do a little stocks up, stocks down, grading Poch's performance, plus an extra rapid MLS minute with the man himself. Premier League will be a quick, and I do mean quick, look ahead to the games on deck this weekend. And then finally, every stoppage time with Ivan Toney's best bets and everybody's favorite segment, GOAWs. Now, time to welcome in this week's panel of beauty, starting with host of world-renowned Open Mikey, not the name, weekly vibe session with on Sam's Army Patreon, and outspoken fan of October international breaks, Mr. Mikey Fowler. Mikey, Eagles fans, Phillies fans, which fan base do you hate the most?
Am I allowed to say neither because my girlfriend's in the other room? They're all lovely. No, it's definitely the Eagles fans. They just, they start to think they have something like, everyone likes to say they have the new Patriots, but I'm pretty sure that nobody's aware of what that means. So that's my thoughts. I do not like Eagles fans.
Okay, fair enough. Next up, the man who doesn't really need an introduction and may not get one. Oh, there he is. He's back. Tyler Terrence back on the mic. It was a close run thing, but thankfully he stuck around, stayed up for us, for the people this week. Thank you, Mr. Terrence. Have you or have you not written your vows yet?
Nope.
That's fair. I don't think I did it until like 3 days beforehand, so I certainly won't throw stones from my glass house. But yeah, have you thought about it? I feel like it's going to take you like 10 minutes. Seems like you got it. You got it down
I'm a
pat.
words guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Just Tommy Brewster, but marriage version.
Exactly. We'll get back to Tommy Brewster before too long here. Now, before we hit the round the world, we got to do a quick little shout out to all our people in the Patreon. If you're not in the Sam's are in Patreon right now, what are you doing with your life? You get access to the Discord, greatest little soccer sicko community in the world, plus Open Mikey, not the name, bonus episodes, and a whole lot more. So if you're not on the Sam's are in Patreon, do it now. Okay, around the world, U.S. men's national team. We are fresh off of 2 games. The commentator for the most recent game, the Australia game, which we won 2-1, said it. I don't know if best is the right way. He said it most interestingly. We've now gone 3 straight games unbeaten against top 25 competition in the world.
Woo!
Yeah, it doesn't quite feel like that, to be honest. But we did draw with Ecuador on Friday, 1-1, and then we just beat Australia 2-1. So quickly, let's start with Ecuador. Just a couple quick thoughts. Tyler, any thoughts, reactions at all from the Ecuador game?
Nope. I was at my bachelor party.
Yes, the man did not even have his brain turned on. Shouldn't have asked you. My bad. Forgot about that. Congratulations on surviving that, by the way. You will notice that I did not ask you a question about that because, whatever happens in. Where were you, by the way?
None of your business.
There we go. All right, the man knows how it works. Mikey, any thoughts at all on the Ecuador game?
Yeah, I think the back 3 thing is very interesting and worth discussing. There's no surprise to anybody that America's best players are fullbacks / wide midfield players. I think when Dest is healthy, Weah, Pulisic can kind of do that. If this is something we're going with, don't hate it. I really don't. I thought it looked good. It's going to allow guys like Robinson and Dest and Weah to an extent to get forward without having the gaps behind them. It's funny that we couldn't find 2 healthy center backs to play for America, so we're going to now switch to having 3. No, I think it's interesting.
That's fair. I think there were 2 things that stood out to me from the Ecuador game. One was the 3 at the back, and number 2 was Balogun looking like a guy who wanted the 9 position, which is great. and we'll get to Haji Wright in a moment. That was also great. But yeah, from the Ecuador game, we played a good team, not a great team, but a good team. The type of competition, actually, this probably goes for Australia as well. The type of competition that you will probably see in, like, say, a first knockout round game of a World Cup. That was the kind of level of competition I would say Ecuador and perhaps Australia was. And we played okay. You know, it wasn't great. I don't think anybody's going to give up sort of, A+ grades for the international break, but it looked good, or we looked decent. I honestly don't have anything else to say from the Ecuador game. I'm ready to move on to
Ecuador was not the Ecuador we rate highly either.
And Capier and Caicedo not there.
Yeah. It's not. I'm not pumping my fist.
One other thing, and this comes up again in the Australia game. We are giving up some really, really weak goals, and it's been happening basically on a game by game basis. The fact, I'm now blanking on his name. What's the guy? The guy that played for West Ham, like 37-year-old. Yes, I mean the fact that he kind of ran past Chris Richards, didn't like that at all. But
I don't think that was. I mean, I saw the goal. I don't think that was as much as Chris Richards' fault as it was just sort of like the shape and the giveaway and the whole thing. Like,
yeah. Oh, and it wasn't just on Chris Richards. I just thought he probably could have done a little bit better. Yeah, the goal in the Australia game was probably 10 times weaker. But it just sort of seems to be a little bit of a theme here where we keep giving away really weak goals, something we need to work on. By the way, Discord chat is going right now. Brian, anybody really think Australia is a top 25 team?
Anybody really think that the U.S. is a top 25 team?
Anybody give a fuck about FIFA rankings?
All fair questions, I would say. John responded to the stat about us going 3 unbeaten against top 25 competition. Sounds like a stat that's used to make something better than it is, and you're absolutely right. That is 100%.
I don't think
what that was.
I don't think we need to like dress up what the U.S. just did in this window. You could go as far as to say that like that's 2 potential opponents in a World Cup group. Like,
yeah.
You got a draw on 3 points, and you got 3 points in, I'll just segue us into the Australia game, in a game where you gave up the first goal and, you had most of the ball for the first 30 minutes and they punched you in the mouth and you were able to find 2 and win the game in 90 minutes. What's wrong with that? And Christian Pulisic didn't start one of those games, came off injured in the other. Christian Roldan gets 2 assists. Your strikers produce in both games. I think there's a lot to be... I don't want to use the word excited because Mikey's here and I don't want to upset him, but I think that there's a couple of encouraging things to take away from these 2 matches that happen to be going on during a specific window in October.
I think that's well said, Mr. Totalitarians. Encouraging, maybe not exciting, encouraging. Yes. So now talking points from the Australia game. Haji Wright, 2 goals. Christian Roldan, 2 assists.
Probably should have scored that little curler that he had. I love that. By the way, anybody who was doubting Christian Roldan, go stuff it, because the kid's a problem solver. And I think that they're starting to, at least at the bare minimum, get some confidence under Pochettino to the point where there's enough guys on the field who feel like they can express themselves. Like Christian Roldan was solving problems all night. And I love it. And I think that he's a baller.
I like him.
Okay, go Mikey.
I like him a lot. The thing that we've always lacked is guys with that natural feel and ball progression and kind of a knowledge for the game, and he's got it all in spades. Kind of like it reminds me a little bit in a weird way of like the way Gundogan plays, where like he's never really holding a position down, but he's floating and continuing to control the pace the entire time. I really like what I've seen.
Great shout.
So do you think Roldan helped his case?
Yeah.
Stock is up for World Cup 2026?
When healthy, I think he's in probably the best 11 right now.
Whoa. Mikey.
He's fucking with you. Just come on,
Okay.
don't do that. Just move on. Don't pay him anymore.
I'm like trying to read the chat. I'm trying to listen to Mikey. Mikey, come on. You're
Both of those things will confuse you. So I don't recommend that. I would recommend keep the show moving.
I have difficulty walking and chewing gum. If I'm trying to do like multiple things at once, it's difficult. Let's see. Jonathan in the chat. Any Gooners? If we have any Gooners here, aka Tweedles, any Gooners were having regrets on letting Flo go?
No.
Well, because he played well against Australia. Jonathan, Jonathan, I'm a big fan of yours, but no, I don't. In all honesty, no. Also, that price tag is looking better every day.
Who produces more in the Premier League, Eddie Nketiah or Florian Balogun?
Doesn't matter. That's 100 million pounds. That's 100 million pounds between the two of them, roughly.
Fair answer. I'm going to go with Flo. I've never been an Nketiah guy, but
I disagree.
I like Eddie more.
I'm also.
I think they both stink at that level.
Jeff, it was a decent break, but there was at least a goal left on the table in each game. 100% correct.
How many games could we say that about?
True. It's almost like I'm not so worried about us leaving goals on the table. I'm more worried about the weak concessions that we keep doing game to game.
66% possession against Ecuador, 64% today. Are we learning anything from these games in terms of how the game flow is going to go in the World Cup? Or is this just teams aren't playing their best players against us and we can't improve?
That.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't think we need to learn anything per se. I think that.
Well, just like how to play counterattacking style or play against some of the bigger sides. Like you would think playing 3 top 25 teams in the world would lead to us learning how to sit back and defend, but we've done none of that.
Fuck, Australia does not.
Japan
count.
With like their beat C team.
Just give us the group already so we can know if any of these fucking things matter.
we only know half of the teams that are going to be in the World Cup at this point.
Just tell us
who's performing at the draw. Who's the musical performer? There's going to be somebody opening up before the draw actually happens. There's going to be some sort of like opening ceremony, like the Olympics. They usually do.
Zulan.
Yeah,
Zulan.
Yeah, Zulan.
Yeah, Zulan. It's got to be Zulan.
If Mitch has anything to say about it, yes, that'll probably be the highlight of the show. I hate those goddamn drawn out FIFA things.
This is the extended groups, right? This is 64 or is this
48?
48. The groups are not extended, but
48. So
field.
So naturally, I guess there will be more games, you would think, for us to dominate the ball and have to create against a low block. So you would think
it just means that the pots are expanded. I honestly think that you could end up with more difficulty because the pot size grows, and that means that like there's better teams that could be thrown in to the top end of each pot that we could potentially get.
Right.
Like you could get a pot 3 team that's a borderline pot 2 and so on.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be as diluted as people are making it out to be.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if this matters because we're not learning how to play in any game state other than dominate the ball.
I think that this window was exactly what it was supposed to be, coming off of Gold Cup and last window, and how he was like, October, no nonsense. These are going to be guys who are going to be like strongly considered, if not etched in stone, for the World Cup. And striker scored twice, didn't keep a clean sheet, fine. Like, I'm as content as I could possibly be.
Okay. I mean, you're in a very positive frame of mind right now. I like
You know something? With the wedding around the corner and so many little decisions being made and so many things to potentially stress out about, I am at the bare minimum exercising it with you guys, definitely not with Shannon, that I'm simply going to pick my battles and like choose to be stressed out over things. I'm going to apply that to the wedding, not going to apply that here.
I think that's fair.
You've found your Zen place, and I love that for you. It's a good place to be. The whole wedding planning process is about picking your battles and realizing that 90% of them really don't matter. And
nothing matters.
100% of them don't matter. Okay,
Not much.
Anything else from the games? So quick, the ref in that Australia game was in way over his head.
CONCACAF ref.
Oh.
While CONCACAF qualifiers are going on, what do you think was going to happen?
That's fair. Fair point, but Jesus, couldn't we?
That's a fourth string Trinidad and Tobago referee. What are we talking about?
Upgrade. Wasn't there somebody available from like South America? Like, come on, that's just fly him up. It can't be that hard. Give him an extra, $500. He was in over his head. He was a bit of a clown. Australia, they came to play, and I don't really mean that in a nice way. Like, what were they doing? Going out there, going for guys' knees, and like, come on.
I think they got bashed around by Mexico a little bit, and they were like, "We didn't come to North America to get bitched around," and they just came out swinging.
They can blame Americans. Can blame anybody with a bruise today.
Oh, sorry, Canada. They didn't play Mexico. Yeah. They played Canada.
Anyone with a bruise after that match can blame Chris Richards for his stupid "fuck a friendly" comments. Hey, buddy, it's a friendly for you because you automatically qualify. No one else is playing friendlies.
I don't think that's what he meant.
He said, like, get stuck in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would that mean an Australian is going to try to break James Sands' legs?
Because they're getting stuck in like Chris wants them to.
I don't think that they were that physical until that happened.
Well, that's what it was, permission.
I think you're reading too much into that. Look at Mike. Look at Mikey getting stuck into the October window and reading between the lines on quotes. This guy's saying he doesn't care about the.
I did see that quote. I really hated it yeah. Shut up, Chris Richards.
That's like when Caleb Porter told me and some of the Spanish commentators in a pre-match phone call. He's like, "You think I read any?" Because one of the Spanish announcers asked are you feeling the pressure? This was 2 weeks before he got fired. He's like, you feeling the pressure? Like, we've seen some of the articles. He's like, you think I fucking read any of those things? Like, dude, we know you read all of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Mikey loves International Window the way that Caleb Porter definitely reads everything that's written about him.
False.
Back to the Discord chat, Drew. Besides what's been said, don't know how Diego Luna didn't score tonight.
I'll tell you what, that little combination play between Brendan Aronson and Diego Luna was sexy. Dripping. Absolutely dripping.
Luna should have done a little bit better. It was a nice save by the keeper.
The ball was a little bit too close to the keeper. It would have taken something really nifty to be able to either get it over him or slide it into a corner. I think the keeper did well.
Yeah, he was aggressive and coming out at the right time.
Nice pass by
Aronson. Yeah, so who else helped their stock this
Tanner Tessman played well.
Window.
I love Tanner Tessman.
So do I. He's like an American Thomas Mueller.
Really? That's not the parallel that I would have.
I fuck with Tanner Tessman. I think he's got a place in this team.
Also, I think Mikey only said that Christian Roldan reminds him of Gundogan because he kind of looks like him.
Not wrong.
Let's see. Anybody? So Haji Wright, Flo Balogun, both played well.
Haji Wright, man, what a performance!
Yeah, I feel like Wright did Wright help his sort of standing more than anybody?
I'm just waiting for you to declare this striker race over, just for you to be on the sergeant.
It's not. We will. I kind of want it to still be going on while the World Cup is happening.
No, I don't disagree.
I mean,
competition breeds success. I'm not saying I want nobody to be scoring and nobody, but if Balogun and Haji Wright are exchanging blows until the World Cup and are both scoring when they get their opportunities, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Funniest thing about those two guys. Sorry, Sam, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say throw Pepe in there as well. Go for it, Mikey.
The funniest thing about Balogun and Haji is that they aren't split time strikers because they offer very similar things. If one's not working, you're not going to switch to the other. You're going to switch to an Ajimang or somebody else that changes the profile of your striker. It's almost like they're too similar for them to be playing in the same. You have to. Basically, what he did this window is what you're going to see a lot of. So they both played. They both scored goals. It's going to be, like Tyler said, the more that they don't decide, the more that these guys are going to have to continue to score to keep the place. So who cares?
A couple other questions. The center back trio. Any thoughts on, Ream, Richards, McKenzie? Miles Robinson, any of the guys step up, step back?
Yeah, I think Miles Robinson, McKenzie, and Richards are my three.
No Ream.
No.
I think everybody's sort of hoping for that, right? I think we're hoping that we don't send somebody out there who like can almost play in an over 40 league. Like, I think
Right.
that would be nice.
I can
But-
guarantee you Max Arfson's going to start.
Why do you say that?
He is. You can just tell Poch loves this player.
But Jedi like barely has been healthy or available.
I know. He'll flop him on the right. I don't know. He's going to find a way. I know.
I mean, he loves Freeman too. So it does seem as though Poch has been very clear. He likes Arfston. He likes Freeman. So it's going to be tough for somebody like Scally to get on the roster ahead of them, it seems.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of people are going to be upset about. But, I guess it is what it is. Anything else? Anything else from this window? Pochettino. Yeah, what do you think about Pochettino? No thoughts?
I don't know. I don't have I won't be judging a manager off of the October 14th and the October 10th friendlies.
Oh, come on, please.
I don't have anything for you.
Neither do I. I don't feel any particular. I think he mixed it up. I think he made reasonable substitutions.
Yeah.
He was there. He showed up.
He's still Argentinian.
Solid B. Solid B for Pochettino. Mikey, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
Nothing of interest.
Fair enough. Well, we look forward to the November window to come, which Mikey is certainly excited about, I'm sure.
How many more of these are there?
I think it's just November and then not till like March, maybe.
Okay.
No, January, but that's January.
Yeah, I don't know if that counts. Okay. Quickly, the U20s, the World Cup, we lost. It stinks. I thought we were going to do a little bit better than we did.
We dominated the game.
We talk about that goalkeeper thing.
We never have. The fact that, well, I don't know if we did or not, but yeah, Barcelona calling back Diego Cochin just to sit the bench. That
for 3 matches.
That fucking sucks. Sucks
and
for
rob
him.
him of a chance to play.
Sucks for us.
I don't get that because that
very
happened.
Frustrating.
That happened with the Chicago Fire a few years ago with Chris Brady and Gutierrez. Now, granted, the Fire were in such a bad spot that they couldn't afford to let 2 19-year-olds go to the U20 World Cup. So, like, fair, they ended up playing. But, like, give me a fucking break. If
they play.
Yeah, if your team is relying on that, and then even furthermore, if they're sitting on the bench, like, fucking miss me with that shit, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I just feel bad for the
wild
for Diego. Yeah, it is what it is. He's getting paid and playing for Barca.
Speaking of coaches, Marko Mitrovic made some dicey substitutions, or lack thereof, down the stretch in that game. Was not impressed.
Yeah,
if you would like a thought on a coach in this segment.
Fair enough. Yeah, it was too bad. That team seemed like they could have done some damage in that tournament.
Put it on repeat for the U.S. and the U20
Yeah,
World Cup.
seriously. Yeah. Morocco's a better nation right now.
Well, I don't know if they're the better team, but yeah, they're higher in the rankings than us. I'll give you that, Mikey. All right, round out this segment with the MLS hit it and quit it minute with the Minute Man himself, Tyler. So we're looking forward to Decision Day coming up this weekend. What are the games people need to watch and why?
So I will give you a couple of games to watch. Let's start in the Eastern Conference. You're going to want to keep an eye on Chicago and Orlando. Chicago is going to be on the road against New England. Orlando is going to be on the road against Toronto. Orlando could slip into a situation where they get into a wild card game. The same goes for Columbus, but they're at home against Red Bulls, and I'm still iffy about them. So definitely keep an eye on those. And then there was one other one that had definitely loads. Colorado and LAFC. So LAFC still have an opportunity to jump into, hold on a second. They can jump into second Meanwhile, Colorado are on the outside looking in right now. And there's 4 spots battling for, or 4 teams battling for 2 spots. San Jose, Colorado, RSL, and Dallas are all battling for 2 spots. So that Colorado LAFC game, both teams have loads to play for. LAFC can go in a second. Colorado needs some form of result. And if it's only a draw, then they're definitely going to need some help. I'm doing the San Jose Austin FC game. San Jose need a win, and they would end up needing, if I'm looking at this correctly,
Colorado and Salt Lake to lose.
Not all 3, just 2.
Oh, right, because they'll have jumped.
Yes. They would need RSL and Colorado to lose. They could potentially have Dallas lose in addition to those, but the goal differential, because they would be on the same amount of wins, actually might end up working out in their favor. So that could work too.
Vancouver's going to rotate, and Dallas is going to get away with this, aren't they?
No, Vancouver rotates all the time, and they still beat teams that they shouldn't.
Got it.
Or at least that's what I'm thinking. And then Austin is stuck where they are. Minnesota, disappointing. Eastern Conference 1, 2, 3 are all safe, and then it's really a battle for top 4. LAFC lost to an Austin team that only has a leading goal scorer who has 6 goals this season, which is embarrassing.
I mean, the fact that that game was played during the international break when both teams were
What
missing.
do you mean that game? As if MLS hasn't been playing through international breaks
I know.
Bush administration.
Very true, very true. But like this one just really grinded my gears.
Well, yeah, you're missing Son and Balogun, and they've been like the sole 2 goal scorers for the team.
It's the whole team. It's just so ridiculous.
Exciting decision day. Not that decision day isn't typically exciting, but I'm particularly looking forward to this one.
There's a lot going on. Okay, halftime is going to be a quick one. We're just going to get some words from our friends over at Kick It. What, Mikey? What?
It's every time. Like we said that we were going to keep this pod underneath a half hour, and
we're doing pretty well.
Just announced halftime.
Exactly. No. It's mentally debilitating for you to say halftime.
It's just words.
It's like when you were playing in college and your coach was like, all right, like we're going to do 10, 17:35s or whatever it was when you do the sprint length of the field and jog back. And then he's like, all right, 4 more at the end of it. And you think that you're done with most of it, but you're actually not.
I'm laying down for the second half of the pod.
It's not the second half. We have like 10 minutes left.
And you need to put halftime somewhere else. You can't just say halftime. Like you're killing.
That doesn't work.
Killing morale.
That doesn't work. You guys are, the words are making too much.
Second half water break.
Too much of them. All right. Yes. Second half water break. There we go. And in this second half water break, what we're doing is we're getting a few quick words from our good friends over at Kick It, the one-stop shop for all your soccer tennis needs. Tyler, tell the people. I mean, first of all, if you don't have a soccer tennis set yet from Kick
Sam,
It,
let me grab this one. When you're getting dressed
Mikey,
for your wedding and you're with your best friends and you have time to kill, because girls take 5 hours to get ready, but guys only need 30 minutes. What are you going to do for the other 4 hours and 30 minutes? Put up a soccer tennis net, play some footy with your boys, get ready on your own time. Picture doing that in any setting: beach, outside of a prison, down the street in traffic. There's different places you could do this. Kickit.com/Sam, 80% off, and Tyler will deliver it straight to your door.
That was a great promo until it went completely off the rails.
Do the real one, Tyler. I just want to make sure people aren't skipping.
Kickit.net, Sam25. I don't know.
And it's not only limited to outside of a prison, but also mental insane asylums as well. You can also do it there. So
like on top of trains.
Yeah.
Literally everywhere. Mikey, that was actually quite good until, like I said.
That's a good idea. I might bring Kick It to when all the groomsmen are getting ready.
It's a brilliant idea.
That actually is great.
By the way, I did your guys' table last night.
How big is it? How many people?
Heavy hitters, man. I'll tell you what, that table is. We weren't able to find a 12 top to keep them all together. but if there's a table or two that I want to linger over to for more than I'm supposed to.
Did you stick us at the back?
Oh, there's a second level. You guys are all the way up there with your own bartender. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I already know
Okay.
a couple things that are going to happen. Mitch isn't going to have cash to tip. Tommy's going to
No,
drink.
there's no tip.
wine.
There's no tip jars. No tip.
There's
jars.
a lot of things I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to meeting Tommy.
I might make a
ever.
Discord bingo card for people.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like
Do an
that.
open Mikey at the ceremony.
We'll make the bingo card during open Mikey this week.
Ooh, there you go. There you go. Get in the Sam's on our Patreon. Get involved.
It's actually a fun idea. That'll be a good time.
Open Mikey, not the name. Every Thursday. Most Thursdays, anyway.
Not the
All right. Premier League. No weekend recap because we didn't have any games. No FPL roundup because we don't need to talk about that. Weekend preview. We are going to keep it short. There's actually a lot of games I just stood out to me as potentially interesting. So we starting out bright and early Saturday morning with Nottingham Forest. Oh ye of many problems, and Ange at the helm is hosting Chelsea bright and early. Other games on Saturday: Palace hosting Bournemouth, sneaky good one. Burnley hosting Leeds. Mike, you might have some thoughts. Sunderland hosting Wolves. Those last two both are a bit of a 6-pointer affair. On Sunday, we have Liverpool hosting United, perhaps the highest profile of the games, and then Spurs hosting Aston Villa. So, Tyler, one game only. What game are you watching this week?
I am sitting here stewing in my own mental filth because I realize yet again that I just don't get to watch Liverpool play because they play every goddamn Sunday, and I fly every goddamn Sunday morning, and I just never get to watch them play, and I'm sick of it.
Why don't you start flying a different airline? JetBlue.
What does that have to do?
Don't they have live TV?
Damn, what the hell does that have to do with it?
Don't they have live TV on the planes?
First of all, if you think that I would slum to the level of JetBlue just to have a TV, you're insane.
Just to watch your beloved Liverpool?
Where the fuck does JetBlue even fly to?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
I'm flying JetBlue on Friday. I love JetBlue.
Zing. Well done, Mikey.
I think City Everton will be a great game, and Jack Grealish will have a legacy game similar to how Stefan Diggs did against the Bills.
Oh, that's such a good shout. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That is Adam.
I might captain him in FPL just out of pure spite.
That's so sick. Well, you better try something.
Okay, good shout.
Well, Mikey has like Mikey. 3 good weeks in FPL, and all of a sudden he's the fucking foremost authority.
This is the closest you'll be to me all year.
I was in first place for the first 3 weeks.
Just letting you know, this is right now is the close. I'm going one way, you're going the other.
My wedding's coming up. Be nice to me.
Oh, actually, you know what? Brian in the chat makes a good point. Grealish is not allowed to play in that game.
I knew that because I saw that on my thing.
Oh, that sucks. They should let him.
You should definitely captain him.
Forgot I was alone. That's so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't it loan with an obligation to buy or whatever? So
that actually sucks ass.
Pep, you should be able to waive that. Like if Pep is just like, yeah, like I want to play against him, he should be able to say, let him play.
Fair.
I feel like they can do that.
Bring it.
Well, Pep, no, I'm saying it should lie within the manager, not within the greedy, money hungry, power obsessed sporting directors.
Good point. That sucks that he can't play in that game though. Mikey, one game to watch.
Do you know what club? I'm answering the question. Do you know what club leads the Premier League in XG?
I do.
Palace?
It is Palace. No, they were at the end of 2 weeks ago.
I know they were close. They're up there. I don't know who it is though.
It's Manchester United.
Really?
14.1 beating Palace, who has 12.9.
Yeah, it was Palace. It was Palace at the end of week, I think 5.
Manchester United by a full goal, 0.2. My friends, I would like to announce that Manchester United will be winning at Anfield on Sunday.
Yes, Mikey.
I'll tell you what. If I land to a FOPMOM notification that Liverpool lost to Manchester United, I'm calling the wedding off. I swear on all
God.
things holy. I will say this: if we do drop points at home to Manchester United, I think the alarm bells are really going to start to sound, and Arne is going to have to make some really difficult decisions if he already hasn't thought about making them. I think we're right on the teetering point of whether or not he's going to like bench Salah indefinitely, start Ekatike indefinitely, like things that are really going to like shake the core of this group. And losing to like a bottom feeder like that club, I think would really set things in motion.
Bottom feeder. Oh goodness, well done, Mikey. I knew we'd get his goat somehow this episode. Mine is Spurs Villa. I'm actually Villa seems like they have sort of turned a corner. Like I really wish we could have played them a few weeks ago. This feels like a game where, we came off of a big win going into an international break for the first time in 3 years. It just makes too much sense for us to come back and lay an absolute egg at home against a Villa team that, on paper, or at least in the table, looks like trash, even though they've started to turn it around.
You're gonna roll them.
Now I know you're just messing with me. So I saw that one.
I'm not worried about you. I don't have to reverse jinx you.
You should be. We're on your ass pretty hard at this point. All right, there it is. Stoppage time. We'll go quickly here. So I already got the Ivan Toney's best bets overtrain hat on. So I'll hit you guys coming off of a 3-2 week, which we will take during an international break. We'll take that all day. Again, this is going to be another sort of at least partially international break aided, or whatever the opposite of aided overtrain picks are. But Wednesday through Sunday, these are all going over 2.5 officially, even though I bet them for over 3.5 as well. Wednesday, we're going to start with Liga MX Femenil, where Atlas is hosting Club America. Thursday, we're going to the Icelandic First Division. Ilves is hosting KUPS. Friday, the A-League is back, boys and girls. I know everybody in the Discord has been waiting for this. Mikey, I know you've been waiting for this. A-League is so much fun. If you're just starting to listen to Sam's Army now, get ready for some A-League action. The games are, it's like MLS, but just a little bit more drunk.
I'm an a-hole.
There it is.
We're all a-holes.
We're all a-holes here. The games have a tendency to go just berserk. Sometimes they go over 9. Sometimes they go over 10. Just get ready. So A-League, we are getting started and honoring them in their return on Friday. Adelaide is hosting Sydney United on Friday. So we're going, shout out A-League. Saturday, we're going to the Czech First Division, where Pardubice is hosting Mlada Boleslav.
This makes me want to kill myself.
Is a first ballot Hall of Famer this year for Overtrain. And Sunday we're going to the Faroe Islands. Another team, actually, we should give Faroe Islands a shout out for performance in the UEFA World Cup qualifying. In the Faroe Islands First Division, HB Torshavn is hosting NSI Runevik. And there's going to be goals there. All right, Tyler, what do you got? Ivan Toney's best bets.
What do we say about tagging every single game on the Overtrain with we know where there's going to be goals there? It's the Overtrain.
I only said it twice.
That's the point.
Only said it twice.
Exactly. It should be said 0 times. It's implied.
Had to.
All right. MLS 4-leg decision day parlay with maximum juice. FC Cincinnati money line. Draw between Columbus and Red Bulls. Chicago Fire money line. Draw between Toronto and Orlando City. Plus 5,048.
There we go. That is a quintessential Tyler.
By the way, my parlay hit.
You did. You hit one.
Don't say finally. I've had
that was so demeaning.
Yeah.
That was pretty demeaning. Did you hit one before that?
Yes, I've hit one before that in the 4 years that I've been doing this podcast with you.
That's adorable, Tyler. Congrats.
But something, both of you can go scratch because I do this for the bit. I do it for the subscribers. I do it for Kick It. I do it for all those people outside the prison that I'm playing Kick It for. Okay? If I really wanted to, I could put a bet that is a lock every single weekend and would never miss. Ever.
Yeah. I need more insider info out of you, by the way. This is not working out.
It's true.
Why
Only on Discord.
Why don't you shoot me a text then?
Because you don't know. You don't want to give me player props.
Says who?
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll be texting you.
Only via text or via Discord. All right, Mikey. Ivan Toney's best bet. What do you got?
I'm gonna keep going back to the well. It's hit for me a little bit. Wolves, John Arias, shot outside the box on target, plus 285 on DraftKings. He hits every week. I'm taking both this week. 2 plus outside the box, plus 220. I'm literally gonna be putting $5,000 on it. Bet irresponsibly. Let's pay for Tyler's wedding this weekend, folks.
I can't co-sign that. We bet responsibly around here.
We don't have a sponsor. No, we don't. We don't have to say that.
That's true. That's true. It was mostly I hope people actually do listen to us on that, though. All right, GOAWs, everybody's favorite segment.
Go first.
All right, Mikey, what do you got?
Tommy fucking McCabe. They're going to the playoffs.
Haven't they been in like playoff position for like weeks now?
Well, no, on 9/25/25, Sam, actually, they interviewed Tommy for the Loudoun United Football Club Twitter, X, the everything app. They have been doing a great job on that platform. But his quote was, at the end of the day, this is one of a few records that this group has put together. Our ultimate objective is not to make the playoffs, Sam. It's to challenge for a championship. So congratulations to Tommy. His little run down the side. I've watched the little run thing that he did after the goal like 500,000 times. He is on a bit of a heater, and he's playing really well. So I have to give him a shout out.
All right, fair enough. He has championship pedigree. He knows what it takes to win a USL championship. Did it in Orange County. All right, Tyler, Goa, who you got?
Shout out to the Blue Sharks of Cape Verde, qualifying for their first ever World Cup and the second smallest ever nation to do it. Only smaller than, or only slightly larger than,
the United States.
Iceland? I don't know.
Iceland. Very good, Sam.
Ooh, okay, good.
Yeah,
that was awesome. And not only because you could say that, oh wow, we expanded the tournament to 48 teams, so there's going to be like these smaller teams get in. They would have gotten in anyway. Like they already won their group. So yes, shout out to Cape Verde. That was awesome. What that also means, or what it also implies, though, is Cameroon not necessarily in the field, which stinks.
Yeah, these African. I looked at the qualifying list out of the African nations. There are some serious teams down there.
Yeah,
like there's going to be a little bit of trouble.
Oh, for sure. In the qualifiers, there's going to be some big teams go up.
Nigeria could not make. Nigeria's in the playoff.
Yep, Cameroon, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, maybe. Can't remember.
I think
where they are. Okay, Goa's honorable mention, Jed Spence. Absolutely ruthless Instagram post. I don't know if you guys saw that, but
yeah, I don't like these.
That was like over the top. It was crazy. So England played Wales. He plays for England. His teammate Brennan Johnson for Tottenham plays for Wales, and he basically had him like on a dog leash. It was ruthless. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Mikey. Nice. Go to the YouTube page. See,
oh my
it
God.
was. Yeah, it was over the top. But my actual goal is going to go to John Dahl Thomason, the Swedish national team coach. Although I think he's actually Danish, so perhaps he's just a secret agent. So first of all, he clearly stinks at his
They're
job.
Getting pummeled.
They are terrible.
I bet on them twice this week, by the way.
They're terrible. So they lost 1-0 at home to Kosovo and are currently in last in their 4-team group on 1 point from 4 games and all but eliminated from World Cup qualifying. And going into this game against Kosovo, this guy, John Dahl Thomason, is so obsessed with like secrecy that he didn't even tell his team, his players, who was starting the game until 2 hours before the game because he didn't want leaks to get out into the media.
Man, he made 3 changes at halftime. Clearly, he didn't tell himself.
It's so stupid. Soccer is not a sport where this matters. Everybody knows, what teams are going to line up with. They're going to line up with your best players and go out there and they're going to beat you. That's what the good teams do. It's ridiculous to have to like stoop to this level as a Swedish national team against Kosovo. Just absolutely insane. And the fact he hasn't been fired is a bit of a joke. All right, boys, Tyler, thank you for staying up.
One extra GOAWs, since you do this all the time.
Okay.
Willie Agata of Real Salt Lake was fined because he was shaking a little bit of ass and twerking after a goal.
Who among us?
This past weekend.
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
MLS? What are you trying to be like NFL over here?
You shake a little ass. I mean, like dropping your trowel like Randy Moss is one thing, but like, why can't you just shake it for the crowd?
Just twerking?
Just twerking.
Just shake it what your mama gave you. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
All right.
Good shout, Tyler. Mikey, thank you for staying up. Tyler, thank you for staying up. Everybody in the Discord chat, we love you deeply and dearly. If you're not in Discord chat, get in the same on Patreon right now, $3.99 a month. Whew, we'll be back bigger and better, maybe faster and stronger next week. Cheers, guys.